Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog it, Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot'em down store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, with Mousy Gray's inglorious defeat at the hands of Iron Ike in the carnival boxing match, Lum decided to give up his career as a fight manager and check off the money he spent to experience. He and Abner are now concentrating on their new merchandising plan to promote the bakery. They have baked a silver dollar into one out of every 25 loaves of bread. And today, as we look in on the little community, we find the old fellows getting ready for a big day in their jot'em down store and bakery. Listen.
Here you are. Now, how's that for an impressive sign, Abner?
Huh? Oh, you got it done already. Well, let's see it.
Watch out. Don't get too close. The paint ain't dry yet.
Win a prize today. Buy Lucky Loaf bread. Just 10 cents a loaf. Hey, doggy, that's a good sign, Lum.
Yeah. That ought to get us 1,000 or 100 customers.
Yeah.
Might have to enlarge the store before the week's out. I don't know.
Lucky Loaves. Is that what we're calling the bread with the money in it?
Yeah, I studied that up this morning.
Well?
Had no more than got my eyes all squinted up for a good long spell of thinking when the idea come to me quick as a flash.
Hi, doggy, that sounds good, you know it. Lucky Loaves. How many loaves did you get baked up this morning, Lum?
Oh, about 150, I reckon.
150?
Yeah, got the whole room full back here. And there's a silver dollar in one out of every 25 loaves. Wait a minute, wasn't that our ring?
I don't know, I never paid no attention
Go
to
ahead
it.
and answer, David.
Yeah. Hello, jot'em down store, library, and Pine Ridge Bakery talking.
Might change that to Lucky Loaf Bakery, I don't know.
Yes, Miss Monroe.
Dollar bread, that wouldn't be bad.
That's right, a silver dollar baked right into the bread. Oh, well, no, not in every loaf.
Of course not, for goodness sake, couldn't afford that.
Just 10 cents. All right, 5 loaves. All right, Miss Monroe, we'll deliver them this afternoon. All right. Goodbye.
Did she sure enough say 5 loaves, Abner?
Why, sure.
Granny. Now I know we'll make a success out of this. Neither Miss Monroe or Tom, either one, ever ate bread, and here they are buying 5 loaves at a time.
Sure.
I'm afraid we ain't going to be able to keep up with our orders. That's going to be our trouble.
Yeah, maybe you oughtn't to put that sign up, Lum, so folk will just sort of forget about... Wait a minute. Who's that? Oh, that's Cedric coming there.
Oh, for goodness sakes, I hope he ain't brung along that bird whistle he won as a prize at the carnival the other day. I'm sick and tired of hearing him blow that thing.
Well, he's more than likely got it with him. He's even going out in the woods now and blows it at the birds.
Well, I don't mind that so much. I wish he'd stay out there and blow it.
Yeah.
Him sitting there in the choir at church and blowing that whistle during the organ solos, oh, that's going too far.
Yeah, mind out. Here he comes. Well, morning, Cedric.
Morning, Mr. Abner. Mr. Lum.
Cedric, we'd rather you didn't blow that whistle in the store.
Yeah, we have to keep it quiet in here on account of the library, you know, Cedric. Well, I won't blow it, Mr. Lum. I just come down here to meet old, what's his name? We're going out in the woods and whistle at the birds. He's got himself a bird whistle, too.
He has, huh?
Yes, Mom. You want to hear how much I've improved with mine?
No, we don't, Cedric.
Yeah, run along and meet your friend, Cedric. We got a lot of bakery work to do today. Well, I sure have improved. You recollect how the meadowlark and the whippoorwill both sounded just like the meadowlark?
I never will forget it.
Well, now I've got it to where it's a lot better.
Well?
Now I can do it so as the meadowlark and the whippoorwill both sound like the whippoorwill. Just listen here.
Cedric, now just take that thing and get out of here.
Yeah, Cedric, you'll have to leave. That's all there are to it. We're awful busy today.
Yes, we are.
That was the meadowlark, I think. Now, here's the whippoorwill.
Cedric, now go on home, or out in the woods, or wherever you're going. You can show us the whistle some other time. Go on now.
All right. I'll come back when you ain't so busy.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
But I sure have improved.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Goodbye. His next thing we know, he'll be trying to grow himself some feathers and sit around in a nest up my tree. That boy.
Granny, when Cedric gets himself interested in something, there ain't no one thing that'll get him off the subject.
Oh, no.
I'd sort of planned to give him a steady job delivering these lucky loaves, but I could see there weren't no use even suggesting it.
No, he wouldn't even heard you.
No. We're going to need a steady deliver man, though, Abner. I can see that. Well, come on, let's get this sign nailed up out in front. Paint's just about dry now.
Yeah, it ought to be. Just a minute, I'll make sure. No, not quite dry yet,
For
Mom.
goodness sake, now you got it all smeared. Keep your hands off of that. Wait a minute, let me get the phone.
Well, I just want to see if it's dry.
Hello, jot'em down store in Pine Ridge Bakery. Lucky Loaf Eddard's talking.
Lucky Loaf Eddard?
Mom? Why, sure. You've got as good a chance to get a loaf with $1 in it as anybody else.
Changes his name every time we change business.
Oh, no, Mom. We can't guarantee you'll get a lucky loaf, but the bread's worth a dime anyway. How many? All right, Miss Blevins. Well, we'll get it over there this afternoon. All right, thank you, Mom. Goodbye. Granny, did you hear that, Abner? Imagine a penny pincher like Miss Blevins buying 3 loaves of bread at one time.
Oh, they're all going to be buying more bread than they need just so they'll have a better chance of getting one with $1 in it.
Oh, we're going to be millionaires before you know it. Or thousandaires anyway.
Yes, sir. Now, if you'll just stick with this, Lum, and tend to business instead of getting off on something else like you generally do, why, we're going to make some money out of this, you know it?
I ain't going to get off on nothing else. I've been fooling around trying to find out what I suited for. Grannies, I found out one thing. I'm a natural-born bakery man. I can tell that. The bakery business is in my blood.
Well, I'm proud to hear you say it.
Grannies, I hope he don't come over here.
Who?
Mousy Gray across the street yonder.
Oh, well, I'll be dogged. Well, I'm even surprised to see him up. Having the mumps and being knocked out by that fellow over at the carnival, why, I allowed that to lay him up in bed for a while.
Yeah, well, he had no business fighting a feller like Iron Ike anyway.
Well, you was the one that talked him into it, Lum. Just trying to win that $1,000 that they's offering to anybody that could knock Iron Ike out.
That's right, I was, wasn't I?
Why, sure you did. You brung it on him yourself.
Well, he ought to had more sense than to listen to me. He ain't no fighter.
Well, he knocked you out.
Well, anybody could... lucky punch is all that was. Uh-oh. Granny's, he's heading over this way. Dad blame it.
Well, now, why don't you just tell him, Lum, that you don't want to have nothing more to do with the box fighting business, that we're in the bakery business here, and you're going to stick with it.
I'm going to. Kind of glad he's coming over now so I can tell him.
Why, sure, get it over with, and then we'll take these lucky loaves and make a fortune out of them.
Done cost me $110, that box fighting business. That's enough for me.
$110?
Well, sure. I bought his manager's contract for $100 from Squire Skimp, and then I paid $10 entrance fee when he fit Iron Ike.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'd forgot about that. Yeah.
Look at him strut. Morning, Mousy. Come on in.
Morning, Lum. Abner. How are you today, Mousy?
Oh, I feel fine, except I'm mad.
Mad? You ought to be happy now that you're over the mumps.
Well, I didn't have the mumps after all, Lum. I found out it was just a bad wisdom tooth that was bothering me.
Well, what are you mad about then?
That Iron Ike person. He took unfair advantage of me in that fight, and it just makes me boil.
Taking unfair advantage of you?
Yes, sir. He hit me first.
Well, natural. He's going to hit you first if he can. You got to expect that in a box fight. That ain't cheating.
Yes, sir, but I didn't know that. Nobody told me. You know, I believe they deliberately kept that from me. Oh, I never was in such a rage in my life.
Well, it's all over now. I'd just forget about it if I was you, Mousy.
No, it isn't all over either. I'm going to hit him first the next time.
The next time?
Yes, sir. I found out that carnival is going to be over at Cherry Hill the end of this week, and I've already challenged Iron Ike. That is, if it's all right with you, Lum. I know, of course, that you have my manager's contract with me, and anything you say I will do.
Well, Mousy, that manager's business, I'll give that up. I'm going to be honest with you, Mousy. You ain't got no business trying to make a prize fighter out of yourself. Little feller like you ain't got a chance against the professionals. You're going to fool around here and get yourself hurt.
No, I'm determined to get your money back for you, Lum, every cent that you put out.
Well, now, don't you worry about that. That was my own fault. Let's be sensible about this, Mousy. That Iron Ike's a big, tough, professional fighter. You ain't no match for him.
Oh, I just feel sure that I can knock him out.
Oh, Mousy, you better give up that idea.
No, sir, I'm going to fight him, Lum. And if you don't want to be my manager anymore, why, that's all right, but I'm determined to fight him. I heard the carnival went to Odin when it left here, so I went over there yesterday and went up to the hotel where some of the carnival people were staying, and I did it.
Did it? What do you mean?
I just walked right up to that Iron Ike and told him that I didn't appreciate him hitting me first the other day, so I just knocked him out, too, just to see if I could. And then I told the fellow that runs the carnival that I'd be at Cherry Hill Friday and do it again.
You mean you knocked out Iron Ike?
Yes, sir.
Well, I do know. Well, you dead blame right we'll be there. With me managing you, Mousy, you're a cinch to whip him.
Well, wait a minute, Lum. What about the bakery business?
The prize-fighting business is in my blood.